All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good.
Let me kind of finish.
No.
Yeah, it's good morning, everybody. And I know it's Monday.
And it's Martin Luther King Celebration Day.
That's right. And yes, we're still here.
Yep.
Yeah. Even though the mortgage market's closed, bond market's closed, most banks are closed, but I'm still working.
I'm still working too. I worked this weekend, and I saw a lot of people on Facebook and what do you call the IGs?
Instagram.
We're working advertising new listings and open houses and a lot of stuff going on, even though it was raining like a devil.
I was gonna say it's raining like cats and dogs, and just don't step in a poodle.
Oh my Lord! I think that takes the cake. I think that is probably the worst dad joke I've ever heard in my entire life.
There you go. That's a dad joke.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So I decided to write a monologue for today.
Did you use?
Yes. We won't tell everybody.
Okay.
All right. So you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The government should stop spending because it's contributing to inflation. The Federal Reserve is trying to combat inflation by raising interest rates and reducing the money supply. But these efforts are being undermined by the government's continue. All right. So this was the first one they did, but I like this one better. All right. You ready?
Okay.
The government is like a bunch of entitled kids running around with daddy's credit cards, racking up debt and inflation like it's nobody's business.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve is trying to put a stop to the madness by raising interest rates and tightening the money supply. But these efforts are like trying to stop a freight train with a fly swatter. Because the government's reckless spending is just too damn much. It's time for the government to stop being so damn irresponsible and start living within its means. Stop wasting money by unnecessary things and focus on reducing the budget deficit. Stop by being a burden on taxpayers and let the Federal Reserve do its job and bring some stability to the economy. If the government doesn't stop spending, we're headed for a financial disaster, and the average citizen will be left holding the bag.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Yeah, and you know, this, I'm telling you, it's amazing what you can do with this stuff.
Yeah.
And as long as you grab the first one from the one you wanted to actually read.
I played around with it the other day, and after our radio show, and put in my address, and I guess they didn't get the right address because it's not a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house.
Yeah, but you can make some changes.
Yeah,
to it,
no,
right?
I know you can go through and
because it's not going to be perfect and that version of it was going to change soon here.
Yeah,
right. And the new one's going to be like 5 times as great as what the
other
one was.
But I tell you, it was a very nice like an open house ad within seconds.
Yeah.
Boom.
Don't tell everybody. Keep it to yourself.
Well, you already told everybody the Friday.
Yeah. Well, we've had a lot of people review our stuff. I don't know if you noticed, but we're getting more people on after the fact. But I just like, I'm going to start doing some monologues because I think it's time for people to understand where our problem is.
Well,
I'm not trying to be negative.
We got to do is we need to like meet for lunch one day a week or something like that. Go check out a new restaurant downtown or wherever that's just opening up. Or maybe on the weekend, we've got some new breakfast joints that are opening up downtown very soon, if not already one of them. And I think people would be interested in hearing how the food is,
right?
And the service.
I think so. It's just about, because when we do the radio show, it's about community and it's about, and also besides what we do, but not everybody wants to
besides
know
loans
everything.
and real estate. Yeah. I mean, it is about community. So,
and that's why we do what we do.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So how was your weekend so far?
I was up at the cabin.
Yeah. How was the snow level?
Well, when we first got there, it wasn't a ton, right? Because it's been raining, and at 4, we're at 5,200. So it rains and then snows and then rains and snows.
So you get lots of ice.
It can.
Yeah.
And then Saturday night, it got cold, got down to 28. So it snowed about, I don't know, almost a foot, right, for where we are. And, so we're like, okay, I know, around 10 o'clock or whatever, we're going to start seeing the guy coming through, cleaning out the roads. And we saw our guy come through and clean out our roads. So we start packing up. We're like, okay, let's get out of here. And we start going up. There's 2 ways out of our area. One that has this really steep hill out. And so if there's any snow or ice on it, most people can't get up it. And then you can go the other way. So I was going to go the normal way out, and we come up to the point and there's like 5 cars stopped because someone's on the side of the road trying to get a van out. So someone else stopped in the middle of the road. It's like, okay, if you're going to do that, get over to the side so the rest of the people can get out of here.
Get around you.
And then they can't get moved because of that. And so you're seeing like Priuses. It's like, why are you bringing Priuses up in the snow? And why are you bringing 2-wheel drive vehicle? Just
exactly.
Yeah. And because some of these people had these plastic, I've never seen them in like a plastic bag you put over your wheel with the thing, and it's like sandpaper or whatever. And I was like,
I haven't seen that.
I have never seen it either.
They're sliding all over the place.
Well, they actually backed up and went the other way out.
Okay.
Which there had to be somebody, a bunch of people went that way. You can tell, and then you get around the corner, and then it's all been scraped already. You can get out of there. But yeah, if you're going to go in the snow, make sure you take the right vehicle.
Yeah, all-wheel drive works.
Yeah, but as long as it's
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But
I didn't have that issue in Modesto. It's flat.
We came home, and then all it did is, didn't rain much, and then it started raining and all that stuff. And I'm still jumping in the pool in the mornings before. And I got to tell you, I couldn't get past 8 minutes this morning because that rain was hitting me, and it was windy and cold. And I was like, man, this is the coldest it's been yet.
I had to start emptying my pool or lowering the water level for probably the 5th time this year, which is last year. Once, one rainstorm at one time.
I was explaining to Marsha when I was a kid, we had water like this all the time. And my grandparents' dairy out in Hillmar, you'd dig down 3 feet and you'd hit water or whatever, you know what I mean? And not for the longest time. So if you this is what's going to happen. Calaveras, Tuolumne County, some of these other places that have septic and leach fields, they're going to fail.
Yep.
Because now they've been working.
They're saturated.
Right. They've been working because it's been so dry. And now you're going to have all these, because I just had one where they had to cancel escrow because the issue is they couldn't figure out how much it's going to cost to fix it because they can't get an engineer out there for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
To figure that stuff out.
Rates are pretty good, but I don't know if they're good for
good news about refinance rates. Well, if you got a 7%, we can get you a really good rate.
Yeah.
But because I've had a few people look, out for cash out refinances and stuff like that. And you're going to be in the 5s. That's just how it is right now.
Yeah.
We need more information about the inflation in check. But go back to my monologue that I stated, where if they don't get their spending under control and get this budget under control, it's going to get worse.
Right.
And it's not going to get better. And that's not political. That's just the way it works.
That's just a fact.
History. Jack. Go back in history. You'll figure out the only way to fix things is for the government to stop spending and the Fed to do its job.
And move into a recession.
Yeah. And then more and more companies are laying off. But we talked about this last week where there was 89 million people who quit jobs in the last 3 years. And then we had 4 million recently quit jobs. There's a lot of people not working. So there's a lot of jobs out there, which is skewing how great the economy is.
Right.
You follow what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Is all these people were working, because I don't know what they're doing, probably living off of money at home, but I don't understand. If they were all working, we wouldn't have 11 million jobs.
Right.
Right. And if you go back and to figure out what, and this is not knock on the administration, but they keep saying they did 10, 11 million jobs. They actually fact checked them. We brought back 10 million jobs that were dropped during the
they weren't new jobs.
No, they're not. They were brought back, and then they added like 47,000 jobs to that. Manufacturing, they said they did so many come before. I know it's only 100. It's just nothing compared to what they're talking about. So going forward,
if they stop their spending,
yes,
don't you and I kind of believe that we'll probably see some interest rates back in the 4s or low 5s, beginning of second quarter.
Yeah, if they work with the current Fed. The question is, are they going to? The biggest thing is we can't keep grazing our debt ceiling. We can't raise all this other stuff. We need to cut all that money they said they're going to spend. They need to cut that out.
Yeah.
And put it back in. It's like I said, it's like
it's mind blowing.
Well, the issue, and also if you look at it, it's like a couple who are married. One's on a budget and the other one's not on the budget. It doesn't work.
Sounds like my household. I'm not on the budget. It's craziness. It's craziness.
Yeah. Sorry, Jason. So the refinance news about rates is just not there right now.
But it might be.
If you have to refinance, you need money out. Then what are you paying off? Are you paying off 20% interest rate credit cards? Then it's still a great deal. You have to look and then go, okay, I'll refinance in a year from now and understand that when the rates are lower. You can't go, I can't do it. Because if you're paying off credit cards, paying off high interest stuff, and you look at your rate went up, but overall your numbers went down.
Right.
And that's why you're seeing all of a sudden, all these people pushing rates.
You don't need to put that one up.
I know.
And I know.
Yeah, we know. And we get that, but again, if you have to pay those things and get rid of it, there's sometimes you got to bite the bullet and just do it.
Yeah, and do it for hopefully a short period of time where you can also refi again and then get a lower interest rate at some point.
Yeah, and sometimes stress, getting rid of certain things are better than worrying about a difference in interest rates.
Yep. Yeah.
If
it all works out.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got a lot of people to go to figure out where the rates are. Right. That's that same gentleman we're talking about.
Right? He's a great guy.
I didn't say he wasn't.
Yeah. Thumbs up. Thought it was real quick. A little.
They don't have the middle finger there yet.
No, it's there, isn't it?
I don't know.
No. So,
what did we talk about so far? Where the market is.
Where the market is.
Stop
where it was.
Spending. Yeah. Rates are great, but not as. We need to get into this recession would have to be the worst recession we've been in forever. A lot of people are going to need to lose jobs if you're going to see big rates recovery that we were at before.
I don't think
I don't think we're going to get there. I don't think we're going to get back there. We might be in the 3s or 4s, but I can't see VAs at 2.25 that I did, those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know, but I could be wrong.
Well, we all could be wrong
once before.
Yeah.
I thought I was, but then I was wrong.
Then you turned out you were right. No, wait, you were wrong. I thought I was wrong, but then it turned out I was wrong.
Once, but then I was wrong.
We digress.
All right,
what are we going to see Wednesday? Are we going to see any numbers Wednesday, or is it not going to be till Thursday?
See here. What do I have? What did I say? This week, the news this week. Monday's close. Yep. Tuesday's no news. Wednesday, no news Tuesday.
Right.
Wednesday, mortgage applications, like you don't really care. Producer price index, it's not the best number. Retail sales, the housing market, which NHB is the new housing market. We'll see where that's at.
And then the 20-year auction.
Right. And that's that. The housing market is see where all the new builds are. I like to know where that number is. And then Thursday is housing starts and permits. It's probably going to be down. Initial jobless claims probably
going to be up. Right.
Friday's existing home sales, which is a big number. So Friday existing home sales, and then on Thursday the NHAB housing market index is the two ones I'm waiting to see where they're at, because everybody's saying that new home sales, there's been a big cancellation of new contracts.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
I've also talked to some builders that they said they're kind of rolling again. Once these interest rates came down and back into the 6s, they start rolling again.
Mm-hmm. So, well, people know that it's going to take 6 months for them to do their house, and they know by then they'll be even lower. So get into contract.
Right. Exactly.
And a lot of the builders are working with you just the same way sellers are working with you. Hey, it's buy your rate down. Let's do this. Here's some money for that. So that everybody's working together. And I saw a thing where it's nationwide, there's a lot of concessions being given in housing. So
yeah.
So it just makes people be able to get into housing who couldn't before, because they have either the down payment, but they don't have the closing costs.
Yeah.
Right. Or they have so might as well get it from somewhere. Plus save that money in case something happens.
The market's a sweet spot market right now, where the buyers are able to get a little something, and the sellers are still getting a good value for their property. So it's a good thing.
But I keep hearing that the numbers are down, values are down.
But the negativity sells.
The negativity's up. Yeah, but the truth is down.
Yeah, the truth is down.
Well, I look at the issue is you're seeing the lower price homes are selling because of the fact that it's more expensive than it was before.
Right.
So the median price, but if you look at our median price, it really hasn't changed much.
No, it hasn't.
So don't go off of nationwide numbers, go off of California numbers. California is a totally different animal.
And you can't really go off of all of California either. No. You really need to pay attention to like Stanislaus and San Joaquin County numbers. Yeah, because it's a completely different animal.
Well, real estate is local.
Right.
Yeah. And it's also, what's some of the 3 most important things about real estate?
Location, and in that other one, location.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was having a very
good realtor,
intelligent agent
and loan officer. Yeah.
That's 2 of them.
And the other one's location.
Really good communication.
Well, that is very true. Yeah.
Really good writing of your descriptions of your properties.
Yeah, you could use that thing.
Yep. Well, I'm not telling anybody anymore because it's today.
I know.
Oh, we're high volume and we can't handle it. We got to do this.
Well, I told you the first time I went. We're at capacity. Sorry, come back.
I had somebody that I talked to, and they went on a Saturday, and they're like, "It says I can't get in," because I'm like, "Just wait a little bit." I always tell people here where we are doing the evening, because that means East Coast is out. The
they're
Midwest, and so later you do it here, the less people in it.
True.
True that.
Well, we'll see you Wednesday, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right. Make it a great day. Get out there, support MLK.
Get out, support MLK. And then here's something that might rhyme a little bit. Go clean your drain.
How about your gutters?
Yeah, that's it. The drain.
No, the gutters.
The corner. If you
There's
live on a corner.
Two different drains.
If you live on the corner, go pull the leaves out of it so it drains.
Okay. And if you have a gutters on your house, you should have gotten the leaves out of there.
Oh, don't mess with it today. You're stupid if you do it today.
Get on a ladder in the rain.
Yeah, or on the roof.
Wait till it's like lightning.
Yeah, that's the best part with an aluminum rake.
I prefer actual metal.
Yeah.
Steel is real.
Make sure you're grounded to something really good.
Yeah. Get another wire.
Yeah.
All right,
kids.
Make it a great day.
Make it a great day.
Bye.
Happy